Hey, what is going on, everyone? This is Shipmist here, and today we are going to be taking a look at Moto 360 and Android for wearables. So just day before yesterday, Google just showed off their Android for wearables, and Motorola just showed off Moto 360. Now both of them are just in previews right now, and you can go ahead and download the SDK right now and test it out. But what does it mean for the smartwatch industry, and what does it mean for accessories itself? Like Samsung came out with their Galaxy Gear smartwatch like a year ago, and it hasn't been working so good because, well, first of all, it is only usable on Samsung Galaxy devices, and that too only a certain number of devices which came out in the past year or so. And if you don't have those devices, like if you have another Android device such as the LG, or if you have some Sony phone, or if you have a Nexus phone itself by Google, so it's not gonna work on those. The smartwatch is only gonna work on Galaxy S3 and so phones like that. And that was the problem with the Galaxy Gear smartwatch. Other than that, there was a Pebble smartwatch which pretty much dominated the smartwatch industry when it came out, because it was the first smartwatch and the first concept of a smartwatch when it came out. It was a Kickstarter campaign. It grew into a big company right now. They announced Pebble 2.0 as well, which is a metal smartwatch, so you can go ahead and get those metal look in your smartwatch designs. Now, Motorola had just showed a Moto 360 smartwatch, and it runs on Google Android for wearables. Now, it has way more features than any other smartwatch compared to right now, and it has more of a glanceable information. Now, what does it mean for the smartwatches, and what does it mean for a circular display? Now, I am a watch fanatic, and I wear a watch on a daily basis. I am wearing a watch right now. I wear a watch pretty much all the time. And I have a couple of different smartwatches as well, and I have a couple of normal watches as well. And to be frank, up to right now, no smartwatch has been able to replace an analog watch for me. And as far as I can see from the video, Google Android for wearables looks like a really good choice if I have to switch from an analog watch like a Tag Wear or a Tissot to all the way up to a Google smartwatch. And I would like to see what Moto 360 has in store for us, because right now Moto 360 is a circular display. Now all the smartwatches up to right now have all been rectangular. Like, I cannot name a single smartwatch which has been circular, other than the smartwatches, or actually not even smartwatches, just watches which are digital display from other companies, and that doesn't really count. Even the digital watches from companies like Nike have been rectangular, and that was a reason because there was no possible LED display or LCD display which could accumulate pixels based on circular display scale. And I'm really curious to know what the resolution would be in a circular smartwatch like the Moto 360. So if you have any ideas, or if you have any theories about what the resolution would be sure to leave them down in the comments down below. I'd be really happy to read them out, and well, I'd really like to know what your opinion is about on them. Other than that, first problem with Galaxy Gear was that it could not be used with any other phone, and I think that would be solved by Google Android for wearables, because like the Google Glass, it can be used on the iPhone, it can be used on, pretty much any iOS device or Android device, or even Windows Phone at certain points of time. So I'd really like to see that I have a smartwatch which I can keep and not have to change each and every time I change a phone. So if I go from a Nexus phone to a Samsung phone, I don't have to change device, of course. And if I go from Android to iOS, I don't have to change the smartwatch. So that is something that I think Google would be successful in creating. Now, Moto 360 was the circular watch that they showed in their advertisement for, on the release video for Android for wearables. Now, I'm really hoping to see a Nexus smartwatch in the Google I/O, so fingers crossed for that. I think that is pretty much what it covers about Google wearables. So let me know what you have your opinions in the comments down below. Like, do you like the Google Glass, or do you like the Moto 360? What would you prefer, getting a Google Glass or a Google smartwatch? Let me know in the comments down below, and would you be picking it up? I'll be surely picking one up and reviewing it on my channel, so be sure to stay tuned to that. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.